If you love carrot cake, you're going to want to save this recipe. The easiest way to do this is by prepping first. So you're going to clean, peel, cut, and then shred 5 whole carrots. Then you're going to place 1 cup of raisins into a bowl. Take 1 can of crushed pineapple and drain your pineapple juice into the raisins. Set that aside and allow it to sit. Next, you're going to chop or crush 1 cup of walnuts. Set those aside and begin to make your cake. In a large bowl, combine 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 4 eggs. Whisk together until well combined. In a separate bowl, combine 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Whisk that together and then slowly add the dry ingredients into your wet mixture, stirring everything until it is fully mixed. Gently fold in your shredded carrots, then the drained pineapple, and then drain the raisins and fold them in last. Pour your batter into a greased 9 by 13 inch baking dish and bake at 350 for about 50 minutes. Once that's done, let the cake cool completely before doing the frosting. To make the frosting, you're going to whip 2 8-ounce softened cream cheese until it's light and fluffy. Then add in half of a cup of softened butter and whisk that again. Next, add in 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, and slowly add in 3 cups of powdered sugar. Whisk that in until everything is smooth and creamy. Once your cake has completely cooled, you can begin icing it. I piped it on, but you could just as easily just plop it on and spread it out. I like to finish by just sprinkling some of the crushed walnut on top. This batch specifically ended up being 2 cakes because my toddler was very upset that he missed the part where we shredded the carrots. But that's literally it. I ended up giving the second cake to my parents, and they loved this recipe as much as we did. Also, a tip, if you don't like the chunks of the carrot and the pineapple in your final cake, you can absolutely just run those through a food processor before adding them to your batter, and then they'll be kind of invisible in the cake. I personally don't really like that as much. I like to actually have the carrot and the pineapple chunks in the cake. This recipe was inspired by Mrs. Brown's Kitchen, and it is so good. I highly recommend giving this recipe a try if you are looking to make a carrot cake, and leave me a comment if you do, because I am confident you will not be disappointed. Thanks so much for watching.